What y'all doing in here, bro? The devil.
What is that? What are those?
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos that are starting to spook the internet. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this. Our first clip of the day was submitted to our Slapped Ham subreddit by user Signal Airport 9521. According to the OP, this footage was recorded on a security camera at the Hibbett Sports Store in Kansas City, Missouri in the USA, where the Redditor works as a security guard. The security guard swears that they saw some merchandise moving on its own, so they reviewed the footage from the security cameras to see what really happened. Take a look.
It's right there. Whoop.
There are a few customers and employees in the store, but there's no one standing near the set of shelves on the left-hand side of the screen. A few seconds into the footage, a pair of shoes seem to leap from the shelf completely on their own.
Whoop.
They then bounce or slide several feet across the tiled floor before coming to a stop. The staff members on the ride even stop to have a look at what's just happened.
And that's a good 6 feet that shoe. Not only did it fall and then it bounced 6 feet.
The security guard notes that the shoe was sitting on a flat rack, so it's unlikely that it would just slide off the shelf with gravity.
Whoop.
So what do you think made the shoe fly off the rack? Was it Hibbett's low prices, or could it have been a ghost? Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below.
It's right there.
Whoop.
In this video from YouTubers The Ghost Runners TV, something eerie seems to take place during a paranormal investigation. Throughout the footage, the investigator uses a spirit box, a type of device used in an attempt to communicate with any spirits that may be nearby. In the first few seconds of the footage, a mysterious voice can be heard coming through the static.
Who's down here? Stranger.
It seems to be saying stranger, perhaps referring to the investigator.
Stranger. Who said that?
The voice then says, "Who are you asking?" indicating that there may be multiple spirits present.
I'm asking you. Who are you?
Evidently, the investigator is looking for a particular spirit, asking, "Where's Dante at?"
Where's Dante at?
Seconds later, a childlike voice replies.
Is that you, Dante?
It sounds like it says, "Hey there." Even their second camera picks up the unknown voice.
Is that you, Dante? Is that you, Dante?
The investigator later asks what the spirits are doing there. A voice gives an answer that's quite disturbing.
What y'all doing in here, bro? The devil.
It then sounds like the voice says "en la pierna," which means "on the leg" in Spanish. Moments later, he feels a mysterious hand touching his leg.
What the fuck you touched my leg? What the fuck you touched me?
When they review the footage later, they notice that they may have captured numerous orbs of light throughout the hunt.
Where's Dante at?
Many paranormal believers claim that orbs are the most common way for spirits to manifest, as it's thought that they require the least amount of energy. So did this paranormal hunter encounter a ghost or something much more sinister, like a demon? Share your theories on this one with one another in the comments down below.
Before you touch my leg. Before you touch me.
This footage was recorded somewhere in Thailand in what appears to be the ground level of a parking facility. The presence of a wheelchair on the left-hand side of the screen suggests that it could be part of a hospital or a care facility. Now keep your eye on this very wheelchair. It begins to move slowly across the parking lot in a wide arc. You may be thinking that it might have been blown by the wind. If the wheels were turned and the ground was sloped slightly, a strong breeze could have made the wheelchair move. But watch what happens next. The wheelchair stops and the wheels seem to be adjusting position on the ground completely on their own. After pausing for a few seconds, the wheelchair begins rolling backwards in a completely different direction from how it was just rolling. Even if the wind could have caused the first roll, how did the wheelchair change direction all on its own? Some viewers have speculated that someone might have died in this very wheelchair, and now their spirit is bound to it, making it move even in the afterlife. The last thing a stressed out new mum needs to worry about is something creepy lurking around her home. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to Jamie Jackson. It all began with a photo of her breastfeeding her new baby. The photo was taken by her now ex-husband before the days of digital cameras. When the photos were developed, they were horrified to notice that Jamie and the baby didn't seem to be alone in the picture. An eerie face is looking in at them through the nearby window. The face is pure white. We can only see it in profile, so its features aren't very detailed. According to Jamie, the window leads to the apartment's balcony. The apartment is on the second floor of the building, so it's impossible that someone was merely walking by and peering in. Her ex-husband had been on the balcony having a cigarette mere minutes before the photo was taken, so they're certain that there was no one on the balcony when he came in. Viewers have multiple theories about the photo. Some think it's some sort of spirit or entity, others think it's likely a peeping Tom in a mask. Either way, the photo is enough to send chills up your spine. But what do you think's going on in this picture? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. In September 2017, residents of Salt Lake City, Utah in the USA were driving home from dinner when they spotted something unusual in the sky. Take a look. Though the sky is dark and mostly clear, there are 3 bright white lights hovering far up in the air. First, they look like round dots of light, but then they begin to move.
They keep changing direction.
What is that? What are those?
I have no idea. It's so cool.
That's
And
insane.
they're turning directions.
I know. It's like controlled or something. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The spots of light move in random directions with no apparent pattern. When they move, the white light streaks behind them, giving the appearance of meteors or comets flying through the air.
They're coming down.
I think
According to the people who recorded the footage, the lights were visible for a little over 2 minutes before they disappeared. So what are these strange lights in the night sky? Passing satellites wouldn't be so vivid, nor would they move in different directions. The same goes for skydivers holding flares. They wouldn't move around so erratically or be able to pause and change directions. They could be drones, but then again, they could be something a little more mysterious like aliens, as a lot of viewers suggested. So where do you sit on this Salt Lake City sighting? Love to hear your theories on this one down below.
No, it's like controlled or something? Yeah.
Oh my god. They move like gliders.
Yeah.
They're not
They
fast.
look like fireworks, but it's
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Psychotherapists say that arachnophobia, or the fear of spiders, is one of the most common phobias in the world, and this video may give some ideas as to why. In this footage, we see the six-eyed sand spider, one of the most venomous spiders in the world. Native to Africa, South America, and Central America, these spiders can grow up to 20 millimeters in length. Its venom has the unique property of inducing hemolysis, cytotoxicity, and dermonecrosis. In other words, after this spider bites you, your blood, skin, and other organs will begin to rapidly die. However, the person who filmed this footage hopes that you aren't frightened of the spider. After all, it only typically releases its venom to capture small prey and is very shy, preferring to hide rather than fight. In fact, this particular spider, which we see here burying herself in the sand, is actually the pet of the person who recorded the video and has apparently never been aggressive. Despite these reassurances, I doubt many arachnophobes would be happy to see this spider coming towards them, or have it buried in the sand right next to their tootsies. So how would you feel about a confrontation with this 8-legged, six-eyed friend? Before we take a look at a creepy photo taken in Sleepy Hollow, New York, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be notified every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Do you ever feel like someone's watching you? Have a good look around. You, like Maria D, may turn out to be right. She was on her lunchtime break around Sleepy Hollow, New York, home of the infamous Headless Horseman, when she and her friend snapped a few photos of the beautiful fall foliage. When they reviewed the photos later, they noticed something odd. In the first photo, they appeared to be alone, just as they thought they were at the time. However, in the second photo, things appeared to have changed. In the distance, near the water, there appears to be a man watching them through the tall grass. Only his outline is visible, but when you zoom in, it definitely seems to be the silhouette of a person. However, the edges of the silhouette are blurry, almost as if he's made of shadow. So how could he have appeared so suddenly, and how is it possible that the women never spotted him on the walking trail? Some viewers believe it's just an ordinary person and the women never noticed. Others think it was actually a leaf or other piece of foliage creating a pareidolia mirage. However, given that the figure appeared and disappeared so suddenly, some viewers are certain this photo shows a ghost. Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that creepy video on the top there. Otherwise, we have an enormous paranormal playlist there that'll keep you entertained well into the evening, we promise. Now remember to leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. And that's it from me. I'll see you all next time.